When you're busy working full-time, getting to the doctor's office can be difficult. This program makes it easy.
Hey, John. How are you, bud?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You ready to go today?
I'm ready.
All right,
ready,
let's go
willing,
get
and
it.
able.
All right, now the reason we're using this one is we're going to get your total body loosened up here,
Okay.
ready to go. How you feeling today?
I feel great.
You ready to go?
I feel great. I feel like a new man.
You look like a new man.
I first started ExecuHealth about 1 year ago, and I'm very glad I did. It was one of the best things I've ever done for myself.
ExecuHealth is designed for the busy adult patient because we have everything done in one day, from their medical history, a comprehensive physical exam, comprehensive diagnostic testing, and then consultation with 3 physicians at the end of the day.
I knew that there was ExecuHealth type of programs elsewhere, but not in the Valley. Then I heard that it was here at St. Luke's. So when I heard that now it was local and someplace that was workable for me and my schedule, that's when I jumped in.
We, in particular, wanted to make this extremely convenient and efficient for busy patients, many of whom are executives who have very crowded schedules, who for that reason have often put off preventive care.
I found out a lot about my health, which I'd already been sort of working on, like a phase 1, but ExecuHealth and the numbers I got here and the realization of where I was really pushed me to the second level. I'm doing a couple things. Number one, I'm very conscious of what I'm eating, but then I got introduced from here to John Graham, who has really taken me in terms of being in the gym. That's really taken me now to the third level.
So the way St. Luke's University Health Network Executive Health Program is instituted here at St. Luke's Fitness and Sports Performance Centers is we've taken the profiles that these executives have from their overall health analysis and brought it into a fitness program so that we can help them to improve on all of their risk factors related to chronic disease and disability management. When Tony first started, our number one thing was to get him cardiovascularly fit. So we were really working on his cardiovascular and his respiratory system to make him more physically fit. Now our next step with him is now we want to help him to develop muscle definition and regain some of the muscle tone that he once had. So we're going to go back here, we're going to hit some legs, get your lower body strengthened up a little bit, all right? Make you a little more powerful, so if I need my driveway shoveled, you can take care of it for me at home.
Hi, I'm the man for the job.
Ready for some kettlebell upright rows now?
No.
Yes, you are.
My strength quotient is much higher than what it was before. And just my physical health. We just ran some numbers and my resting heart rate was incredible thanks to that kind of workout. I feel unbelievable. I feel fantastic.
It helps you to think better throughout the day. So you're making critical business decisions, critical decisions that affect not only a business, but an entire volume of people. In order for you to do that most effectively, you have to be thinking clearly. Exercise has been proven to improve people's productivity and work performance.
I would totally recommend ExecuHealth to anybody, particularly someone like me who's going at a fast pace, and the last person you give attention to is yourself. In 1 day's time, close by here in the Valley, you can find out everything you need to know, and you can develop a path to try and improve.
Tony's health was in transition when he came to ExecuHealth, and we've been able to help him accelerate his improvement and focus on his long-term health, and I think he's benefited tremendously from it.
ExecuHealth really was the motivation and gave me the clarity of what really I needed to improve if I was going to live out the last portion of my life, healthy and happy and in good shape.
Joining me in the studio is Dr. Dennis McGorry, a family medicine physician and co-founder of ExecuHealth at St. Luke's University Health Network. Dr. McGorry, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So the Executive Health Program is really something that's designed for busy people who want to get all of their appointments done in one day. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with this concept.
So the term ExecuHealth does not mean you have to be an executive. It means you're someone who has a very busy schedule and you also maybe have ignored your health for a little bit or not, but you really want a very comprehensive day where we do a lot of imaging, a lot of counseling, comprehensive blood work, all in one day with a wrap-up at the end of the day with recommendations from myself, a cardiologist, and we also involve radiology.
It's pretty interesting. I actually was fortunate enough to go through the program a couple years ago when you first started, and it's so interesting to get all of those people kind of together, mobilized for one day. What can patients expect when they come in that morning?
We'll have a quick meeting with the patient, and then we draw labs, and then we're kind of off and running with studies. We'll do pretty comprehensive vascular ultrasound as well as abdominal ultrasound. and then we move into a more cardiac portion of the day where you undergo a cardiac stress test, as well as coronary calcium scoring of the arteries, which is something a lot of people aren't familiar with. What it does is it looks for calcium that surrounds the arteries that surround the heart, called the coronary arteries. And from that, we can kind of tell if you've got some plaquing developing, sometimes prematurely.
And then at the end of the day, a group of physicians meets with you as a team to go over your results. What is it at that point that you're reviewing, and what are you looking for?
All right, so the primary care physicians, we're with the patient all day long. And by the end of the day, we bring in cardiology as well as radiology, and we sit down with all the studies that were done throughout the day, all the blood work, all of the imaging studies, and we do pretty much a comprehensive review of everything that we found, and we will review all these studies and make some recommendations before the end of the day.
It's really amazing in one day how much can be accomplished, but what if you need further testing? What if something's discovered and you need to go on for other tests that may not be included in that day? How does that work, and how does ExecuHealth work with the rest of the St. Luke's system?
Right. The advantage of being one of one or two patients that we have throughout the entire day is throughout the entire day I'm reviewing blood work and studies as they come back. So there's a lot of real-time feedback. For instance, if I see an aneurysmal dilatation on someone's aorta, I can reach right out to my cardiothoracic surgeon throughout the course of that day, and by the time we have a wrap-up, we've usually already had at least one consultation. Anything that needs further follow-up, though, will be arranged by our program.
And you mentioned that this is something that anyone can come do. What is the advantage, and what are some of the results that you've seen from people like Tony who have taken advantage of this program?
Well, what we're looking for is somebody who wants to get a better grasp on their health, and Tony's a perfect example of that. He really took advantage of that day. Most of our patients really, they comment on the convenience. I mean, the convenience factor. To get the studies done that we do within one day would take multiple hours out of a busy person's schedule.
And really months maybe of appointments and going to different
Absolutely.
places. So.
Right, and to have the the cardiology follow-up right there, even if everything looks fine, it's nice to have the cardiologist weigh in on potentially the lipid panel or maybe some family history. So to do all of that would take hours and hours out of a patient's schedule. We're really hoping for a patient who's motivated to make some change. I mean, by the end of the day, we also have some nutrition counseling. We have an exercise physiologist come out and meet with them, and we also measure some hearing testing and such. So we have a big comprehensive day that we hope people will take a lot away from.
So not only do you learn more about your health, but really you learn about ways that you can improve your health as well. How did a program like this come about to be here at St. Luke's in the Lehigh Valley? It's really the only one of its kind in the region.
Right. Well, there are multiple other programs, and we had some patients asking us why do they have to travel to Princeton or somewhere in Washington, D.C., and when we have all the resources right here. So we got a think tank together and we came up with our own program. We took what I think is the best pieces of the programs that were already there and brought it in and made it our own.
That's great. So this is really not just for executives, but anybody who wants to really get a comprehensive handle on their health. Thank you, Dr. McGorry, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For more information on ExecuHealth at St. Luke's or anything from today's program, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak.
Hey guys, it's Katie from the ASR team. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more.